money is simple. But how we think about money, that's complicated. In today's video, we're diving deep into 18 life-changing lessons from the brilliant book, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. A must-read for anyone who wants to achieve true financial freedom. Before we jump in, if you're serious about mastering your money mindset and achieving financial freedom, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video. We post weekly videos designed to help you grow wealth the smart way. All right, let's get into it. Lesson 1. No one's crazy. When it comes to money, we often think we have the right answers. But the truth is, money decisions are deeply personal, and everyone is acting rational based on their own experiences. What seems reckless to one person might feel safe to another, based on the lives they've lived. Imagine two childhood friends. One grew up watching their family lose everything in the 2008 crash. The other grew up in a booming real estate market where houses doubled in price every 5 years. Now one hoards cash under their mattress, the other buys investment properties with aggressive loans. Both think they are being smart, and in a way they are. They're just seeing through different lenses. It's easy to label people's financial choices as stupid or irresponsible when we don't understand their past. But everyone's view of risk, opportunity, and security is shaped by invisible experiences. Lesson: respect that everyone's view of money is different. No one's crazy, they're just playing the game they were taught. Before you judge someone's choices, remember, they're fighting battles you can't see. Lesson 2. Luck and risk are real. Success stories often highlight hard work, grit, and determination. But behind every millionaire, every billionaire, there's a hidden ingredient most don't talk about: luck. And standing beside them, often invisible, is risk. The silent destroyer that strikes without warning. Picture Bill Gates. Brilliant, hardworking, visionary, yes. But he also had access to one of the only high schools in America with a computer in 1968. Thousands of kids just as smart, just as hardworking, never got that shot, simply because of where they were born. At the same time, risk means even the best plans can collapse overnight. Think of entrepreneurs who launched incredible ideas right before an unexpected recession hit. Their businesses failed, not because they were foolish, but because timing was cruel. Lesson: celebrate your wins, but stay humble. Luck and risk dance around all of us. Never take all the credit for your victories, and never assign all the blame for your failures. Lesson 3. Never enough. One of the greatest dangers to building wealth isn't failure. It's greed. If you're always chasing more, you'll never feel rich no matter how high you climb. The finish line will keep moving, leaving you exhausted and empty. Take the story of Rajat Gupta, a brilliant businessman who rose from nothing to the top of the corporate world. He had wealth, prestige, and respect. But wanting just a little more, he got involved in insider trading and lost everything, ending up in prison. Not because he needed more, but because he couldn't define enough. The trick about enough is that no one will define it for you. Society will always push you to want a bigger house, a faster car, a more exotic vacation. But if you don't draw a line for yourself, you'll spend your whole life chasing shadows. Lesson: know you're enough. Without it, you'll never stop running. Happiness isn't found in more. It's found in knowing when you have enough. Lesson 4. Confounding compounding. We love flashy success stories. People who double their money overnight. But real wealth? It grows slow, almost boringly slow, until suddenly it isn't. Think about Warren Buffett. He started investing as a kid and kept going year after year, decade after decade. The stunning truth? Most of his massive fortune came after he turned 50. Compounding had been quietly working behind the scenes for decades before it exploded. Compounding is like planting a tiny seed. For years it looks like almost nothing, then suddenly it grows into a towering tree. The mistake most people make? They dig up the seed because it's taking too long. Lesson: consistency beats intensity. Stay patient and let compounding do the heavy lifting. The most powerful force in the universe isn't luck or genius. It's time, quietly at work. Lesson 5. Getting wealthy versus staying wealthy. There's a big difference between making money and keeping it. Getting wealthy often requires taking risks, betting on yourself, investing aggressively, seizing opportunities others fear. But staying wealthy? That demands humility, paranoia, and the willingness to say, this could all disappear. Think about it. Lottery winners often go broke within a few years. Entrepreneurs who strike gold with one business sometimes fail at the next because they assume success is guaranteed. Wealthy families lose fortunes within 3 generations, not because they stop making money, but because they stop protecting it. Building wealth is a sprint fueled by optimism. Keeping wealth is a marathon fueled by caution. Lesson: get rich with boldness. Stay rich with humility. It's not about how fast you climb. It's about how long you stay standing. Lesson 6. Tails drive everything. In investing and in life, a small number of events often make the biggest difference. A few investments skyrocket. A few key decisions change everything. Success doesn't come from being right all the time. It comes from being right once or twice at the right time. Think about Amazon. It wasn't their hundreds of ideas that made them a giant. It was a handful. Prime, AWS, Kindle. The rest? Many failed quietly in the background. The same is true in your life. A few big wins, a career breakthrough, a lucky investment, a key relationship can outweigh hundreds of small mistakes. Lesson: you don't need to be perfect. You just need a few things to go spectacularly right. One oak tree can outweigh 1,000 seeds that never grew. Lesson 7. Freedom. Money isn't just for buying things. It's for buying freedom. The freedom to wake up and decide what to do with your day. The freedom to say no to things and people you don't like. Imagine 2 people. One earns $500,000 a year but has 0 free time, chained to a job they despise. The other earns $70,000 a year, works part-time, travels often, and spends time with loved ones. Who's richer? Freedom is the ultimate dividend money pays you, and it's often far more valuable than any luxury car or big house. Lesson: true wealth is the ability to control your time. The richest man isn't the one with the most money. It's the one who owns his time. Lesson 8. Man in the car. Paradox. You see a man driving a Ferrari down the street. For a second, you admire the car. But are you really admiring him? Or are you imagining yourself behind the wheel? Morgan Housel points out a painful truth. Most status symbols don't make people admire you. They make people admire the idea of having what you have. You spend to impress, but nobody's really impressed with you. They're too busy dreaming about themselves. Lesson: true confidence doesn't need to be advertised. Status chases admiration. Confidence walks alone. Quick checkpoint. If these lessons are sparking new ideas for you, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay on this journey toward real financial freedom. And tell me in the comments, which lessons so far hit you hardest? All right, let's keep moving. The next lessons are even deeper. Lesson 9. Wealth is what you don't see. A wealthy person's most valuable possessions are invisible. Savings accounts, investment portfolios, paid-off homes, things you can't show off on Instagram. The flashy lifestyle? Often it's built on debt, not wealth. Real wealth is boring. It's sitting in a brokerage account, compounding silently. It's owning assets that buy back your time. Lesson: wealth is hidden. Flaunted money is often spent money. Real wealth whispers. Fake wealth screams. Lesson 10. Save money. You don't need a reason to save. Not every dollar needs to have a job today. Saving is about building optionality. The power to say yes to opportunities or no to desperation. It's the entrepreneur who can self-fund their startup. The worker who can leave a toxic job without fear. The parent who can support their kids through an emergency. Lesson: saving money is saving future freedom. Every dollar saved buys you a choice tomorrow. Lesson 11. Reasonable rational. You're not a robot. Your money plan doesn't have to be mathematically perfect. It needs to be emotionally sustainable. Maybe paying off your mortgage early isn't the best mathematical move, but if it helps you sleep at night, it's the right move. The best financial plan is one you'll actually stick to. Reasonable beats optimal when it comes to real-world results. Lesson: emotionally comfortable, mathematically perfect. The best plan is the one you'll actually follow. Lesson 12. Surprise. The world changes. The world doesn't move in straight lines. It lurches, stumbles, and surprises us again and again. Planning your finances assuming tomorrow will look like today is a trap. Nobody predicted the internet, 9/11, the 2008 crash, or COVID-19, yet they changed everything. A good plan isn't one that bets on certainty. It's one that survives uncertainty. Lesson: plan for surprises, not certainties. Flexibility beats foresight in a world that never stops changing. Lesson 13. Room for error. Building wealth is not about being right all the time. It's about not getting wiped out when you're wrong. Smart investors don't assume their predictions are perfect. They leave margins for error. A little extra cash, a little less debt, a little more humility. Room for error means you stay in the game long enough to eventually win. Less survival is the foundation of every financial plan. Endurance is more valuable than brilliance. Lesson 14. You'll change. The dreams you have today won't all survive the next 10 years. Life will stretch you, reshape you, and surprise you. Your goals will evolve. That's why financial plans need flexibility, not chains. Build a life that can adapt when your heart changes direction. Lesson: financial freedom means being able to evolve. Don't just plan for who you are. Plan for who you're becoming. Lesson 15. Nothing's free. Every dollar you earn, save, and invest comes with invisible costs. Stress, patience, uncertainty, sacrifice, nothing is free. The price of wealth isn't just what you pay, it's what you endure. Accepting that invisible cost makes the journey easier. Lesson: wealth has a price. It's just not always on the sticker. The ticket to success is paid in discomfort. Lesson 16. You and me. Your financial goals aren't the same as everyone else's. And that's okay. One person's enough is another person's too little. Comparing your journey to someone else's is the fastest way to lose your own direction. Run your own race. Lesson: personal finance is personal. Comparison is the thief of joy and wealth. Lesson 17. The seduction of pessimism. Bad news grabs attention faster than good news. It feels smart to predict doom, risk, and disaster. But progress, growth, and resilience are the real story of human history. Staying optimistic, even cautiously, is a secret weapon. Less than pessimism sounds smart. Optimism builds fortunes. Believe in the future, even when it's hard. Lesson 18. You're already wealthy. If you have your health, your loved ones, and your freedom, you're richer than millions. Money is just a tool, not the treasure itself. True wealth is waking up with peace of mind and people who care about you. Lesson: don't chase money so hard that you forget you're already rich. Gratitude is the highest form of wealth. Conclusion: money isn't just about numbers. It's about freedom. It's about security. And most importantly, it's about building a life that truly belongs to you. The lessons we explored today aren't just theories. They are blueprints. They are roadmaps used by real people who built real wealth, not just in their bank accounts, but in their lives. If you found even one lesson today that made you think differently about money, your future self will thank you. Now imagine what could happen if you lived by all of them. If you enjoyed this journey and want more powerful insights on building wealth, mastering your mindset, and designing a life of freedom, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, because the best is still to come. This is just the beginning. Stay hungry, stay humble, and I'll see you in the next video.